Hi, this is Sarai. I'm in beautiful San Clemente, California. It's a beautiful day here at the beach, at the pier. I come here a lot for ministry, and I witness to people here at the pier, and I take walks on this beach and go boogie boarding and come here quite a bit. So I wanted to tell you about my second healing miracle. In a previous video, I talked about my first healing miracle when I went to Malawi, Africa in 2008, where an African man came up to me and said he had a deaf ear, and I laid my right hand on his left ear and his hearing got restored. So when I got back to the San Diego area, I went to this Christian single party. I was going every month. They were going on every month at the same house. So I used to go to these parties, and they were a lot of fun because I got to see a lot of my Christian friends, and we would all bring food and wine, and there would be dancing, and they were just a lot of fun, these parties were. So I was telling this Christian lady about what happened in Malawi, Africa, because this happened in 2008, and that's when I went to this party, same year. So I told her about the man in Malawi, Africa that I prayed for, and his hearing got restored. And then she went around and told a bunch of other people at the party, and there was this one guy, Pat, that heard about it, and he came up to me and he said he had a deaf ear and he'd like me to pray for him too. So I said, yeah, I could pray for you. Do you want to go out in the backyard and I'll pray for healing so you can get your hearing back? And he said, no, he didn't want me to pray at the party. He wanted to get my phone number, and then he'd call me, and then we could set up a time to pray. So I gave him my phone number, and then after the party, I was waiting to hear from him, but I didn't hear from him. And then the next month, there was another party at the same place, and the same guy was there. The same guy, Pat, was there with a deaf ear. And he came up to me again and he said, can you pray for me for healing? Because I'd like my hearing to come back. He was completely deaf in one ear. So I said, yes, I could do that. And I offered again to pray for him at the party, and he said no, he wanted to get my number again because he wanted to set up a time for us to pray. And I said, okay, we can do that. So he got my number again. And anyway, the party ended, or it was starting to end, so I was leaving the party, and so was this guy, Pat. So I got in my car, and Pat was walking by, and he reached in to my car and he gave me a hug through my car window. Well, this is something I wouldn't do because I barely knew the guy, but for some reason I kissed him on his ear. And then after that, I was thinking, why did I kiss this guy on the ear? It's so strange. I never do that. So anyway, then the next day, Pat called me and he said, you know, when I was driving home about 10 minutes after I left, after we hugged each other, his ear popped and he got half of his hearing back. And then 10 minutes later, he said it popped again and he got all of his hearing back. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't even pray for him. All I did was kiss his ear. And then I realized why I kissed his ear when I normally wouldn't do something like that to a guy I hardly know. So this is a miracle of him getting his complete hearing back in his deaf ear. He was completely deaf. And I didn't even pray. All I had to do was kiss his ear. So I just wanted to tell you about that. I thought it was amazing, and it's a lot of the ministry I do is praying for people for healing, and there's been lots of miracles since then in 2008. So many miracles. Okay, take care, bye.